the evening is Richard Taylor. Round of applause, everyone.
Woo!
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Bespectacled, bearded, slightly disabled middle-aged man cartwheels onto the stage whilst carrying a Sainsbury's shopping bag and whilst omitting to cartwheel. When I refer to being slightly disabled, it's not unfortunately one of the sexy modern ones, like lupus, or lumbago, or leprosy, but a gammy left arm and hand as a result of having had a stroke. And when I say I had a stroke, I mean that in a literal medical sense, that the blood in my body momentarily stopped flowing to my brain. I'm not using a euphemism for masturbation. And it was my left-hand side that was affected, and I'm right-handed, fortunately. One of the signs of having a stroke is meant to be that you can smell burnt toast. This can be confusing because smelling burnt toast can also imply that you've just burnt your toast.
Yeah.
After I had my definitely non-masturbatory stroke, my doctor suggested it would be really good for my rehab if I went swimming. It could have been really good for my rehab had I been able to swim before I had the stroke. And good for my long-term recovery if I'd remembered this fact before I left the top diving board.
Yeah.
I suffer from really bad stage fright. I shit myself a few minutes ago. Those last two statements are not connected in any way. When I was growing up, we ate fish and chips out of newspaper. When my parents were growing up, they used newspaper instead of toilet roll. I'm pleased that I'm not of my parents' generation. Firstly, because it would have been a bit weird growing up for my mum and dad to be the same age as me.
Yeah.
Secondly, because my parents grew up during the Second World War, so I would now be either very old or very dead. And thirdly, because I wouldn't have fancied eating my supper off of the paper that I'd used to wipe myself earlier in the day. Some men have a tendency to get their cock out at every opportunity and wave it around to show it off. This is very immature. For the benefit of the people at the back of the ring, having referenced how immature it is to get your cock out and wave it around, I proceeded to retrieve a toy cockerel or cock from my bag, waved it above my head, and then squeaked the bit in the middle. Allah. I am aware that mine is a somewhat small specimen, and larger versions are available. My late wife was always very happy to bring this to my attention and got me a penis enlarger for my birthday. A lot of comedians worry about their jokes being stolen by other comics. I think I'm pretty safe on that. I can't see many people plagiarising the old "my genitalia is very small" angle.
No.
My late wife and I were always trying to liven things up in our relationship, so we brought toys into the bedroom. Lego was turning up for months afterwards, stuck inside the duvet cover, underneath the mattress, and lodged inside every conceivable bodily orifice, and a few inconceivable bodily orifices as well. We talked about water sports, but decided against it due to having nowhere to store the kayaks when they weren't in use. I should probably clarify that when I refer to my late wife, I don't mean that she's dead. I'm referencing her very poor timekeeping. So to clarify, I'm talking about her lateness and not her deadness.
Yeah. I'll be pleased when those COVID restrictions are over and we can start washing our hands again. I've recently started juggling. Yeah.
Let's all patronise a slightly disabled middle-aged man. Hashtag
Well done.
be
Done
kind.
very well.
Yeah.
It's early days with the juggling, but I've recently started ventriloquism as well, in Welsh. Cardiff. Ryan Giggs. Owen Glendower. High Stedford. Catherine Zeta-Jones. But Sir Tom Jones. Rhondda Valley. Anglesey.
Anglesey.
Colwyn Bay. You've forgotten your words. Tenby. Haverfordwest. David Lloyd George. Neil Kinnock. Eisteddfod. Rugby Union. Wrexham. Treorchy Male Voice Choir. It's early days with the ventriloquism as well. But I've got high hopes of the Welsh. Thank you.
Well done, Richard.